The NHL playoffs are right around the corner, right upon us. In the first round playoff, Boston Bruins versus the Toronto Maple Leafs. Third time in 7 seasons do these teams match up in the first round. Toronto, the Maple Leafs, they're looking to get they're looking just to get into round 2, the first time in 15 years. Head to head, the Bruins have the edge 3-1. Goals 4-16 for the Bruins, 10 for the Maple Leafs. Maple Leafs are a new look. But, the more things change, sometimes they stay the same. Boston Bruins, when you talk about super lines, right, they don't get any more super than the Bruins. Top unit of Bergeron, Pasternak, Marchand. That's a trio that's dominant at both ends of the ice and induces migraines for opposing players and coaches. When that group is healthy and it's on its game, there's almost no way to stop them. After that top line there, the forward depth kind of does fall off. Secondary forwards, David Kay there has had a very good season despite a continuous rotation of wingers. The Bruins have a physical team and play a style that skews toward playoff success. Pedigree, proven pedigree for the goaltending. Rask, 9.24 save percentage to go along with 2.25 goals against. Halak, who's played half the games this year, is known for his past postseason heroics. I think when you look at the Bruins, most of their problems are on the defensive side. They're vulnerable against teams with a lot of speed. The defensive unit is also responsible for poor coverage, when it can catch opposing, when it can't catch, opposing wingers. If Rask isn't at his best, the Bruins are often sunk. As good as they are up front, they don't have the ability to constantly outscore their defensive inefficiencies. Many of the Bruins core players have also a lot of NHL miles on their bodies and will be tested if the team goes on a long playoff run. I think Boston has an enormous mental edge on its opponent. The Maple Leafs shocked the world by signing John Tavares. When you sign John Tavares, your expectations go through the roof. The Maple Leafs are able to score their way out of trouble and simply overwhelming their opponents with their abundance of skill. Anderson was having a career season and emerged as a candidate for the Vezina Trophy. Leafs, they have, I think, 3 good scoring lines. Have speed at every position, which could be Boston's kryptonite. They can transition the puck from defense to offense more quickly than any other team. Only Tampa Bay, Lightning, the Flames, and Washington Capitals have a better 5-on-5 goal differential. And even though it's still maligned, Toronto's defense has improved to a point where it could be, it's in the upper half of the NFL. Questions about mental and physical toughness when you look at with the Leafs. They kind of tend to wilt in games against opponents who grind things out. the kinds of affairs Coach Babick also often refers to as hard games. Very little physicality among the forward group, and even though the defensive core has improved somewhat, there are nights when the errors are glaring. They're known for failing to start games on time. Slow starts. They haven't had a whole lot of playoff success, John Tavares included. You're going to have to look for Frederik Andersen to see if he could prove doubters wrong in the playoffs. Last year in the first round loss there to the Bruins, he allowed 23 goals in 7 games for .896 saves percentage. And when the Leafs needed him most in Game 7, he wilted, disappeared. You need the Anderson who backstopped Anaheim in the playoffs, not the one who faltered the past 2 years. That being said, I think it's going to be the Bruins in 6. They are the favorites, and I think that's what you'll see. The experience will prevail over this young team. Hope all is well.